So, a viewer of the channel sent me an interesting suggestion recently. Take a Windows bootleg, preferably one loaded up with a whole bunch of third-party software and ridiculous-looking themes, and try and debloat it back to a stock install. And I thought to myself, you know what? That sounds like one of those things that nobody would ever really need to do, but it's just the kind of experiment that we get up to around here, so we're going to be giving it a try today. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. So I knew right when I sat down to start prepping for this episode that I was going to select Windows XP Gold 2016 as our bootleg edition here to try and debloat, because not only was this one of the first Windows bootlegs I ever explored on this channel, but this one is also notorious for just coming with a whole bunch of bloatware. I mean, look at all this stuff we have on the desktop. We've got this glorious looking theme. We've got this sidebar program. There's just so much stuff on here that we're going to have to remove. And before we get started, I just want to quickly walk you through what I'm going to be doing, because I think this video is going to kind of take the form of two separate parts. The first part is going to be trying to do what we can from within the Windows installation. So we're going to try to, uninstall all these programs, basically get everything looking as close to stock XP as we can. And then I'm going to boot off of most likely Hiren's boot CD and replace all of the system files on this hard drive with stock ones that I've got on this USB drive. So why don't we just hop into Control Panel here and open up Add or Remove Programs and get this show on the road. And, I feel like there should be more stuff in here. Like, I don't see Subway Surfers, for instance. So I'm guessing, we're going to have some programs that, we have to go and just delete the files in, program files or wherever they're stored on the system. But let's just go through here and remove everything and see what this does for us. So we'll start with uTorrent. And oh yeah, we got to change the... change the Internet Explorer branding back to stock. That's going to be hilarious. Alien Wars version 1.0. Alt-Tab Task Switcher Power Toy for Windows XP. That's actually a Microsoft program. Auto Hotkey. Yeah, we want to uninstall that. CCleaner. Goodbye. Chicken Invaders 2. Goodbye. And last but not least, good old WinRAR. But yeah, that's everything in Add or Remove Programs, and you see we do still have a few icons on the desktop, so we're gonna just restart. Oh yeah, and we got the boot screen we need to change, the login screen, I mean, you already saw that, yeah. So notably, we still have this sidebar, we still have Subway Surfers, Internet Download Manager. I mean, like, I thought it's been integrated into Internet Explorer. I thought we uninstalled this. Oh no, I don't want it to copy files, no. I thought it was just going to be like, this shortcut's been removed, but I guess we didn't remove that. Okay, well, we're going to have to figure out how to remove that. We've got EmiAdmin, we have Foxit Reader. I'm curious if anything else shows up in Add or Remove Programs. Okay, well, here's the driver that it just installed for us. Okay, we'll go ahead and just hop into my computer, go to our C drive here, Program Files, and what do we got? Okay, we've got EmiAdmin. We've got Foxit Reader, Internet Download Manager, Mozilla Firefox, still have that folder. This is all here. NVN sidebar, there's the sidebar program. Subway Surfers is Task, I think Task Tips is a third-party thing, but I know WinRAR is, we still have that folder. Unlocker, of course this is probably just leftover stuff, but we'll do a Shift Delete on that. And yes to all. Cannot delete ID man. Access is denied. Okay. So what was that? Internet Download Manager, I guess? Yeah, it's probably just running in the background, so we'll close that. We'll also close out of the sidebar. Uber icon. Yeah, that's still running. That's the Intel Extreme Graphics stuff. We'll close out of the sidebar. So let's see if we can get rid of Internet Download Manager now. I don't want to rename it. Deletes. Yes. Okay, so we have, yeah, some permission stuff going on. Let's see if we can just delete everything in the folder. Access is denied. Okay. We might have to get access to the system account, but let's do the sidebar. Okay, we got rid of that. Subway Surfers, we got rid of that. Okay, what is Task Tips? Visual Task Tips. Well, that's a third-party program, so access is denied. Okay, it could be running in the background. Let's see. Oh yeah, and see, we got a theme going on here in Task Manager. Okay, Uber Icon Manager, end that. Yeah, tasktips.exe is running. All right, we're going to end that. TaskSwitch.exe. IGFX tray, I think that might be an Intel thing, but let's see if we can get rid of task tips now. VTT hooks. Access is denied. Is that running? No, it's not. It is a DLL file. Can we just delete it from here? No, we can't. What else? What else? Let's see. I wanna make that so it's not always on top. What is this? Right-click image converter. Okay, I know we removed that, so these are just some leftover files. We can get rid of that. We still can't get rid of Internet Download Manager. Why is there an uninstall? Oh, I didn't even notice that. There is an uninstaller in here. Yeah, we did uninstall this. We totally did. You know, I wonder if did it roll back because I think this prompted us to restart and I hit cancel. Did that really roll back everything? I mean, now the uninstall is probably not going to work because I did remove some files in here. It doesn't look like it's doing anything. We'll just go ahead and leave it here and see what that does. But everything else in here, okay, well, we do have Firefox, and that's just some leftover files, so let's get rid of that. Oh, okay, it's just restarting, I guess. I guess that installer finished. Okay, well, the sidebar's gone. Let's hop back into my computer here. Is this... Okay, I'm going to double-click on this again. There we go. That's what I was hoping it would do before. Yes, we want to delete that shortcut. We can get rid of this. Subway Surfer should now be a shortcut that doesn't point to anything, so yes, we'll get rid of that. MEadmin and Foxit Reader, we should have the same thing going on here. Yes, we do. So yeah, there's everything non-stock on the desktop. I mean, aside from the icons, which we'll change in a moment. Let's go into... Oh, you know what? Yeah, Uber Icon, I definitely want to... Oh, you know, I think Uber Icon is just the program that does this bouncing effect when we open something up. So let me try to quit that. Yes, okay, so we can just remove that. Let me just hop into properties here and change our theme back to just... Oh, do we even have the regular XP theme in here? No way, did they get rid of that? Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I think it's totally gone. Why would they get rid of the regular Luna theme? And oh my gosh, look at all these wallpapers in here. Oh yeah, we got rid of the wallpapers too. Okay, so I'm gonna have to copy over some more files from that stock XP install that I have. Yeah, it's just straight up taken out of the appearance thing in here too. We've got the Media Center style though, but yeah, we don't have the Windows XP style. That is so weird. Well, we'll set it to Media Center style. So there we go. And the wallpaper, I guess we'll just set to none for now. Let's actually pick like a little bit of a different blue color here. Yeah, there we go. And next up, the icons. So customize desktop. Oh my gosh, look at this. Restore default. Oh no, wait a second. Okay, so the default computer icon has been changed. But it seems like my documents... Oh, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. Okay. So we don't have the default set of icons on here. So we'll hit OK, I guess, and change back to these default. I mean, hey, at least we got one of them. In the start menu, there are still a couple things in all programs. We still have the sidebar program, which is just going to be a dead shortcut. Should have the same thing for uninstall because we just removed that folder. I guess there was like an uninstall application in that folder. We should have probably gone through that. But we can delete this folder now from here. BitLocker to go reader. That should not be on here. We'll have to just go to properties here. Okay, see Windows BitLocker discovery volume contents. Let's just go in here and take care of that. There it is. Goodbye. And we can just delete that from here. Foxit Reader, this should just be a blank shortcut. Yep. And then we do have some things in the startup folder, but that's everything else. Let me just open this up, and we'll just get rid of those. Yeah, you know, I think what we're gonna do is boot off of Hiren's boot CD. I'm gonna try and overwrite all the system files in the Windows folder, and we'll see where that gets us. You know, it's been a while since I used this tool on this channel. I'm trying to remember the last time that, because we use gparted a lot, but now I just have a separate CD just with gparted on it. But like, I've not used the mini Windows XP mode in here in a while, and I think that's where we're gonna start, because that way we can open up CMD, use the xcopy command, and just, you know, copy everything over. So yeah, we'll load into Mini Windows XP, and here we are. So yeah, if you've never seen Mini XP before, this is really neat. It's just a little install of XP that extracts to a RAM disk, and it's got all these programs and stuff in here, you know, various utilities that you can use. But we're just going to open up my computer, and I'm going to pop in the USB drive. And here's the USB drive. So in here I just have, again, a Windows folder from a fresh install of Windows XP Service Pack 3. So, and that is the service pack that was installed on this, you know, Gold XP installation. I just made sure of that before, you know, copying those files over there. But yeah, we're just going to open up command prompt here, and we're going to run xcopy. I actually want to do a /? Here because we do have to add a few of these parameters. So we're going to do xcopy / let's see here. You want to do /k for copy attributes. We want to also do a /o to copy ownership information. We want to do /h for to copy hidden and system files, and /e for copying directories, subdirectories, including empty ones. So we'll do that. I think that's the last parameter that we need. Oh, we need /r for overwriting read-only files. Because yeah, we just wanted to overwrite everything on here. Is there another? Because that's just for read-only files. Is there anything else? Attributes, directory structure. Ah, here it is. /y suppresses prompting to confirm if you want to overwrite an existing destination file. We definitely don't want to have to answer that every single time. So our source directory is going to be e windows ***, and then our source, or our destination rather, is going to be c windows ***. End quotes, and we're off. 14,022 files copied. All right, so why don't we just restart and see what that did for us? And check that out. All right, we got a blue screen of death. So, you know, I guess it isn't actually that simple. You can't just copy over a bunch of system files from a clean install of Windows XP. Okay, we have a stop code here. I can look this up. Okay, well, there's been some developments. I did try to go through the Windows XP recovery mode on the installation disk and run fixboot, fixmbr, check disk, a few other things in there. Nothing worked, which wasn't really surprising because, you know, it wasn't anything wrong with the hard drive. It was just that, you know, it didn't like the fact that we copied over and replaced all those system files. And, well, I ended up just having to reinstall Gold XP, you know, do the thing I didn't really want to do, and I had to just go back and uninstall all those third-party programs and set the theme back and pretty much do a repeat of what we just did. But while it was reinstalling, I switched over to a virtual machine with snapshots. It's way easier just to revert back to a previous state, so I ran some experiments under a VM, and first thing I tried to do was just copy over the files from System32. That resulted in the same exact blue screen, so it was definitely something in that folder causing that to happen. Then I tried copying over just the DLL files from System32, and that got us past the blue screen, but then we started getting this error about Windows product activation not being able to accurately check the license on the computer, and it wouldn't let me log into Windows. I could still boot into safe mode, but I couldn't really find a fix for that problem either. Although I was able to find a Microsoft support document that talked about this exact problem, and they just told you to put in a Windows XP installation disk and copy over some files from it over to the System32 folder. So what I did is I went into the Windows folder from the clean install of XP and moved those files into this activation folder because I figured that, you know, Gold XP had cracked the activation somehow. Why is the mouse moving? What the heck's going on? I'm not moving. I was not moving the mouse. That was hilarious. Well, anyways, yeah, I figured that replacing those files with ones from a clean install was breaking that and causing Windows to realize that it wasn't activated and it wasn't letting you log in. But that did not solve the problem either. We got the exact same error message upon boot up. So what I ended up doing that worked, and what we're going to replicate now on this computer, is I copied over all of the exe files inside of the Windows folder, and then I just grabbed a handful of DLLs that relate to the user interface. So shell32.dll, themeui.dll, I grabbed all the CPL files, which are the different control panel applets. So we're going to open up a command prompt here and run xcopy again, if I can spell right. /k/o/h/e/r/y, and we're going to do e:/windows*.exe, c:/windows star.exe. And look at all those files. There we go. So everything else we can just do from Windows Explorer here. So I'm just gonna hop into eWindows here. We'll do a search for shell32.dll. We're gonna grab that, and we'll just go into our C drive, and it's in Windows System 32. So we'll hop into there and just copy, paste, overwrite. Next up is Theme UI. And we also have MSGINA. This actually controls the turn off your computer dialog. And I lied, I just used Xcopy again to copy all the CPL files over. Hey, 69 files copied, nice. So everything else we can just do from within the Windows installation. So we're going to restart and hope I didn't screw anything up by accident. All right, and we're gonna start Windows normally. And we should see the, well, wait, why is it restarting? What the heck happened? What? This worked on, okay, can we do last known good configuration? This is exactly what I did in the virtual machine and it worked. And now we're, I'm gonna have to reinstall this again? Are you freaking kidding me? You know, I should have just backed up the Windows folder from Gold XP. What the heck? I did this I wrote everything down. I did the exact same thing in a virtual machine and it worked. Like, why is it not? Can we do safe mode? No, we can't do safe mode. It's just restarting, isn't it? Yeah, because it should show way more files than that. I can't believe this. Well, I guess I can throw out everything I know and try to reinstall this again, because I don't really see another option. Alright, well after yet another install, we're back here booted off of Hiron's boot CD after doing all that same stuff, once again, uninstalling all those programs, removing those files, yada yada yada. But this time, I went ahead and made a copy of the Windows folder on the hard drive right now, so that way if we have any problems, we can just easily copy these files back over to the hard drive, and the system should, keyword is should, be able to boot just fine. So what we're going to do is I guess try to do some different things. I figured we can try to go into the Windows folder here and just go into System 32 and copy over the executable files from within here and replace them on the hard drive instead of, you know, all of the executables in the entire Windows folder. So let's go ahead and open up another command prompt here. I also discovered that when you're running Xcopy, you can just, you know, do /KOHERY, like all under one slash, instead of having to do /K/O, etc., etc. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to specify e:/Windows/System32/star.exe, and then copy that over to C Windows System32 star.exe. And we'll hit enter. And there we go, 532 files copied. So let's see if we just restart now, what that does for us. Because we're going to have to do this incrementally, I guess, and just do one thing and then restart and see if that breaks anything. And then if it does, we'll have to copy over the files from my gold Windows folder backup. Oh my gosh, it's just restarting again. Are you kidding me? So there's an exe file that's causing this to happen. And yeah, we can try safe mode again. It's probably going to do the same thing where, yeah, it doesn't load all the files and it just restarts. So, okay, great. Let's boot back off of Hiron's. Alright, let's hop into my computer. It's got our removable disk. There's our gold Windows folder. So let's go to a DOS prompt here. Xcopy. Alright, we're done. Now, I swear, if this doesn't work... Okay, there we go. Perfect. So, now that we know one or more of those EXEs is causing us to get into a boot loop, I'm just going to focus on replacing Explorer.exe, which is just in the Windows folder, and then those few DLLs that are in System32. So, let's boot back off of Hiron's. Yeah, this is really turning into quite the project, isn't it? I kind of thought this would be pretty simple, but silly me. I should know by now that... things are never really simple on this channel. But hopefully this has been enjoyable, because, you know, a lot of you guys seem to like when things hit the fan and just go completely wrong. So, you know, maybe this will actually be entertaining in the end. So, yeah, we're going to boot off Mini Windows XP again. It's like the 5th or 6th time I've said that. So, once again, let's hop into my computer. We're going to just make two separate windows here. And one of these, we're going to go into the removable disk, into Windows. And we're going to start with Explorer.exe. So we'll copy that over to C, Windows, paste, overwrite. And then we'll get the DLLs from System32. So our first one is shell32.dll. Copy that. Overwrite. Then we've got themeui.dll, overwrite, and msgina.dll, and paste that over here as well. Now I also have the CPL files written down, so we can just go into command prompt and do xcopy to do that. There we go. So let's see if we can restart and boot back off of the hard drive. I wonder if like ntos kernel.exe or something is the problem. Okay, so we still have the modified boot screen because I believe it's one of those exes that that controls this. Now you can see we've got the modified start button back. Now that is changed by modifying explorer.exe, so that's great. If we go to display properties, actually if we just right click, you can see we've got the normal context menu back. We don't have that gold Windows XP 2016 option up here. We can go into properties and go to desktop, customize desktop, and now when we click on restore default, it will actually restore the actual default icon. Okay, apparently my network places did not get modified with that. That's kind of interesting. But you can see, yeah, control panel here. I mean, everything is back to normal. If we go to display properties, which we were just in, but you can see we don't have that sidebar anymore. We go under system, it'll be, you know, normal. I mean, aside from the fact that we have the manufacturer and supported by information, but that we can change. Yeah, it's interesting. I thought that... did I just miss my network place? No, yeah, my network place is right here. Why did that not, like, that should have changed. Let's try to refresh the desktop, maybe. Interesting. Okay, how about we customize desktop, uncheck my network places, apply, and then reapply it. No. Okay, so this should not be here. But it is, because, I mean, that's the default icon. We set it to restore. Maybe if we just specify it manually... Okay, I guess it's pulling that icon from somewhere else. So here's a workaround. Let's delete that icon, go here, show on desktop. No, it does the same thing. Okay, so we're just gonna delete it for now. Maybe we'll come back to that later. Oh wait, recycle bin's doing the same thing. What the heck? This should have changed. You know, maybe it takes a restart or something, like another restart. I don't know. But while we are here, I do want to do a couple of other things. First of all, getting the regular theme back. I will go into Windows, Resources, and Themes. And we're just going to also go into the E drive here, Windows, Resources, and Themes. And then we're just going to do a Control-A, Shift-Delete on all these. And it's not, yeah, so we have this theme applied, the Royale theme, so we gotta change off of that. So let's just go to Appearance and just set it to Windows Classic. That should allow us to get rid of everything else in here. And now we can just copy the default Luna theme and the Windows Classic theme back over from the USB drive. So now if we go back into, not that properties, this properties, and go to Appearance, we got Windows XP Style, Default Blue, Apply, and check that out. Okay, now all we need is the desktop wallpaper. Well, it's not all we need, but it's definitely pretty important. So those are located in C, Windows, Web, Wallpaper. And these are all the Gold XP ones. So we're just going to do a Control-A, Shift-Delete again. And then we're just going to actually just copy this file path here. And here's all the default XP ones. So we'll copy those over to here. And if we go back into properties, desktop, there we go. That looks much better. And we'll set Bliss as the default wallpaper. And look at that. Now let's go into Internet Explorer for a minute here. So you saw earlier we've got this wonderful branding text up here. And we also have whatever site this is as the home page. So we're going to go into Internet Options and just set this to, I don't know, msn.com. And this is actually modified by opening up the Windows registry. So we're going to do that. That's going to be an H key current user, software, Microsoft, Internet Explorer, and main. And if we scroll down, it is this key right here, window title. We can just get rid of that, close out of IE, open it back up, and that should set us back to the default Windows Internet Explorer text. One other thing we can fix in the registry editor is just to show you, if we go to log off here, you see we have this playing log off sound message, which doesn't normally show up when we log in. We've got all this, like, you know, executing commands. That's actually a thing you can change in registry editor called verbo status messages. So if we go back into here, we gotta jump up to H key local machine, software, Microsoft, Windows, current version, policies, system, and it's this verbo status one right here, so we can get rid of that. And now if we go to log off, and now you see it just says logging off, and we log back in, it just says loading your personal settings, so that's great. To be honest though, I actually have that enabled on my host Windows system because I think it looks kind of cool. One other thing in regedit, I don't know why I keep closing out of this, we want to change the owner information under system here, so we can get rid of that. So we got to jump up back here. That I believe is under Windows NT current version. I think it's just right under here. Yeah, there it is, registered organization and owner. So we'll just get rid of the organization. We'll put owner as me, if I can spell my own name right. And now if we go back into here, there we go. Now this stuff down here we can modify by deleting some stuff from System32. So if we go back in here, C Windows System32, there's just two files called OEM info and OEM logo.bmp. So this is the computer worm logo, and then this just contains, you know, all of that. So we could modify this to say whatever we want. I'm just going to delete both of these. And now we go back in here, and it's blank. It just shows our computer specs. Another thing I've noticed in the start menu, you see we got these really small icons for everything in this list, so we can change that by just going to properties, customize, large icons, and I think we want to change the number of programs down to like 5, and we'll apply that, and yeah, that looks much better. Another thing we can do, because I just realized I had the audio cable plugged into the wrong jack on this computer, but now we've got sound working again. There is like a custom sound scheme applied, just to show you. If we go to log off here, we've got the Windows Vista sound effects. So we're going to go into Control Panel and go to Sounds and Audio Devices, go to Sounds, and just change this to Windows Default. That should do it for us. Let's try to switch user now. There we go. Now let's talk about this drive image. So this is it's a system file we have to modify, a protected operating system file. So we got to uncheck that box. And it's just this icon right here. We can just wipe that. But the file that actually tells the system to have that icon as the drive icon is autorun.inf here. So you see this just, you know, specifies icon gold xp2016.ico, but we're just going to wipe that. And this, I think we got to kill Explorer for that to take effect, so let's go in here. Also, you can see Task Manager is still modified. This is probably going to take exe, yeah, changing to set that back to normal. We actually still have all those banners there. Let me make a note of that. But let's kill Explorer, open it back up, and see if that does it for us. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we may just have to restart or something. Is it? No, I mean, we got rid of it. Another thing in here, this boot.ini is what specifies that glorious menu, you know, where we get that, like, thing that says, welcome to Gold XP 2016. So we can just set this to timeout 0, and that should get rid of the menu for us. But let's do a restart and just see, you know, where we're at. Now, I know we still have the login screen. We got to change that. We got to figure out how to change the boot screen. Those did get changed when I was able to copy over all the exe files from the Windows folder in a virtual machine. So I'm going to see if, I would imagine WinLogin and maybe NTOS kernel, but I feel like NTOS kernel might be causing the problem. But I'll have to look and verify what controls, you know, what the boot screen and login screen looks like. But you can see we're still booting up here, so that's great. And that's interesting. Recycle bin still has not changed. That is so weird. Well, we can empty this. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on there. And what the heck? My computer is now showing this icon. Okay, so yeah, this is the default drive icon. I guess that, yeah, we have to figure out how to change this icon pack. There is a way to just add a, like a BMP file, I think, into the Windows folder to replace the boot screen, but that just, you know, is a static image, and what they've done here is they've, like, overwritten the default one with a new animation, and I think that's controlled through NTOS kernel.exe, and there's also winlogin, or winlogon, let's see, winlogon, yeah, winlogon.exe. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to boot back off of Hirons and try to replace winlogon and NTOS kernel.exe. Actually, I think we're going to try winlogon first, because I have a feeling, I just have a hunch that NTOS kernel is causing the system to get caught in that boot loop. I could be completely wrong, but that is my current guess. So let's pop back in good old Hirons boot CD. So we're going to copy the winlogon.exe from there, and just go back to our C drive, Windows, System 32, paste, and overwrite. Let's see what that did for us. Alright, we're still booting, that's a great sign. Okay, it did not change the login screen. But hey, we have another stock Windows file, so that's great. I am going to try NTOS kernel. And at least then, if it causes the system to get in that boot loop, we know that's the problem, and we can probably copy over all the other EXEs. Oh, I gotta put in Hirons boot CD. Okay, start Windows normally. And it's restarting. Yep, it's NTOS kernel. That's the problem. Okay, at least we know that. So I don't know why on this system that causes the system to get caught in a boot loop, but not in the virtual machine I was testing this on. But that's what's happening, so I guess we're not going to be able to change the boot screen then. So what we're going to do now is go into our gold Windows folder and go into System 32, find the NTOS kernel from here, and paste that into C Windows, System 32, overwrite the one we just overwrote, and then I'm going to go just back to the D drive here, go into Windows, System 32, find NTOS kernel, cut this, and move it just out here to the root. And then now we'll go into our command prompt here, run xcopy kohery, and we'll do d:/windows c:/windows star.exe. Okay, all those files have been copied, so let's do yet another restart, and we'll see if it was just NTOS kernel, like I hope. Start Windows normally. Alright! Awesome news. Again, it's unfortunate we can't change the boot screen, but let's see if the login screen changes. That would be nice. Oh, it does! Look at that! Awesome. Okay. So, at least we got that back, but we still have our recycle bin icon here. That is so weird. I don't know, like, I'm not going crazy, am I? Like, shell32.dll, we've got the original one from, you know, a clean XP install over here. It sees the icon in the icon picker, but you select it and it shows the other icon instead. And it's the same thing for our drives here and my network places and our default folder icon as well. So yeah, I don't like, okay, what if we do this? What if we go back to properties? Now I'm focusing on the recycle bin icon on the desktop. Let's go to customize desktop. Let's go here, change icon, and let's specify D Windows System 32 shell32.dll, or I guess it's does it mount it as E? Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Now that was recycle bin full, so let's just, instead of doing the, you know, easy thing and going back in and changing the empty one, let's just, nope, that doesn't change at all. Okay, what is going on? This is so frustrating. Well, we'll just restore the default directory here and select that. I don't know, could it be a user account specific thing? I mean, I do want to make a new user account anyway, so let's just go in here, user accounts, and we'll make a new account under my name, computer administrator, and let's log off here, log on to my account. Oh, and yeah, we get the... Okay, so it has actually changed what the default sound scheme is, and yeah, it looks like it's set Windows Classic style as the default theme too. So we can change both of those, but yeah, look at this. Now everything's the default icon. And if we go into... Okay, if we go into my computer, yes, we have the default drive icon. Okay, so it was something with the user account then. Which, speaking of, I want to go in here and just delete the msadim user account. So we'll delete that, delete files, delete account. So now we can go and set my theme back to Windows XP style. Oh yeah, we're going to set Windows XP as the theme here. And then let's go into Control Panel and go to Sounds, change the sound scheme, and set this to Windows Default. No, I don't want to save, apply, and OK. And yeah, we can also go into see Windows resources, or not resources, sorry, media, not that, that's not media. See Windows media, and here's all of those sounds. I mean, we honestly could just leave them in here, they're not hurting anything, but it apparently has that other sound scheme set as the default one, so, you know, we had to go in and change that. Oh, and one more thing that I almost forgot, Task Manager. You remember we opened this before and we still had those sidebars and the performance graphs looked a little bit different? Well, now that we copied over the standard exe, it's all back to normal. So, yeah, I mean, I think this was a pretty successful experiment, even though we didn't get all the way there, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, get subscribed, maybe consider becoming a patron or a channel member to get early access to these videos before anybody else. But either way, I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.